Good afternoon. Markets have just closed, and we were down in cotton, kind of mixed in grains. Everything was up earlier. Soybeans, corn, and wheat were all very strong early, but just didn't seem to be able to hold up in the soybean market, and it sold off. Wheat was down on the day. Corn stayed up, and the cotton market uh, was down most of the day and closed down. Not anything dramatic. Certainly it held on to most of its gains yesterday. Don't really have any new news. It just seems that some of these markets are sort of jockeying around here. We've seen short covering in soybeans. That maybe has run its course where it's going to run into some selling as we saw today. Corn should continue to be bought on dips. So we're going to be moving in different directions. And right now, it looks like the direction for cotton, I think, is up over time. I think you've got too sizable a short position from speculators there. And typically, historically, when you get too large a position leaning one way, it's hard for a market to continue to move that way without at least some kind of covering of positions to lighten up some. It doesn't mean that the trend necessarily changes. It just means for the short term you might see it correct. And so let's just look where we are. July cotton down 59 at 67 at 67.32, a high of 68.24, a low of 67.01. December cotton down 74 at 66.91. The high is 67.79, the low is 66.62. July soybeans are down 10. Now, they were probably up 10 earlier. That puts the July at 8.21 3/4 with a high of 8.46.5 and a low of 8.19. November soybeans down 9.5 at 8.35.5. July corn up 5 at 3.94. It did get at 1.5 cents higher than that. It was at 3.99 at its peak, and the low is 3.91 1/4. December corn up 6 at 4.10.5. July wheat down a half at 4.77 3/4 with a high of 4.92 3/4 and a low of 4.74. Looking at the outside markets, kind of a mixed bag here. Crude oil down 10 cents a barrel, the dollar up 15. Gold is down $4 an ounce. Silver's down 3 cents an ounce. And the Dow Jones right now is up 170 on the day. We'll be keeping an eye on weather in the Midwest and the forecast there. We're running out of time to get this corn planted, considering that as of yesterday, we were in corn 49% planted. Normally, we're 80% planted this time of the year. So that's the big problem there. Anyway, have a good evening, and we'll talk to you first thing in the morning.